This place was up for a long time, and then we drove by one day and then the for sale sign was down. And we were all just like, all right, okay, I guess we have to start over. I don't know why, but I had a picture of the realtor's sign. And so like reached out to them and was like, are you interested? And I think it was pretty quick that we acquired the property after that. So it was good that we just took that risk because I don't think there's any other property that we had looked at that would be this significant to us.
The zoning for the school really protects our solar rights. And so having that for both the passive as well as the solar panels really was important for our long-term kind of success on the project.
We wanted to live inner city, so it was still accessible to downtown because Glenn and I both work downtown. We wanted to be able to walk. One of the hardest parts was actually finding someone who wanted to do the project and who was qualified.
And it was qualified, and we trusted to actually like come out with the product that we needed. Not many people were willing to take it on, and us assembling the team took probably 3 years.
We went through a lot of interviewing people, trying to get quotes, having basically people tell us our vision of what we wanted the price to come in at wasn't realistic. So I had emailed Heather at Homes by Sorensen and just said, is this something you guys would be interested in? And she emailed me within like 2 hours and was like, yes.
When these clients asked us to build a passive house, we were very excited, I would say. Because we had not built to the passive standard yet.
There's a lot of, consideration that needs to come into agreeing to build a passive home.
There's a large array of different standards that you can build to, and the passive standard is the upper echelon, the top tier. There's a lot more detail that goes into this to hit the passive standard, which is a lot more stringent to hit than a net zero standard.
We met with them at one of our net zero energy homes. We connected. They were awesome. Our visions, our values aligned.
I think we knew from that point that these were the people that we wanted to build our house.
Yeah, Axel was telling me about how he puts together pot lights to not lose energy through the pot lights, and I was like, this is our guy.
Essentially, we're building 2 passive homes here. There's 2 homes connected here. It wasn't just a box, it was a 2-story home in the back and a bungalow in the front.
Part of it was because we were trying to help each other out in a way. So I've been around for a lot longer than Glenn and Em, and I had some money saved up. Glenn and Em have income, but they didn't have a lot of down payment. It seemed like a good way to have a nice home, but not too large, and that we could both afford. I am now retiring, and so I want to make sure that I've got something that I can live in comfortably.
Part of the design concept was us laying out all the most important things we wanted to achieve with the house. And I think the order was privacy, affordability, and net zero.
When they initially came to us, they had 2 box homes that were just stacked on top of each other. Heather was going to be living in the bottom unit, and Emily and Glenn were going to be living in the top unit.
Axel talked a lot about how, because we had these big central spaces that we wanted to achieve, both for the solar as well as for the feel of our living rooms, it would create a drum effect below on the lower floors. So
we had to go back to the drawing board and find something that worked for both of them, while still getting a lot of southern exposure, which is key for this passive house project.
Paired with that is 2 totally different interior design concepts. Heather's home was really focused on kind of a timeless, regal, very fresh vibe, and Emily and Glenn's home was eclectic and vintage and plywood. And we were able to achieve 1 building, 2 homes, very different design concepts, inside and out.
For Glenn and I, it's really about how can we minimize our impact? Both the vanities in the bathrooms are repurposed credenzas or dressers.
We really wanted the cost to come in low so that other people would not look at it and go, yeah, but I can't afford that. The idea of economies of scale, like the fact that you can take 2 houses and put them together, you taking that economies of scale and putting it into passive house makes it way cheaper.
I love the idea of having to do something that is sustainable, and I think other families can copy this.
I think another key piece too is that we can show other builders this level of high performance homes so that more people and more builders can be building to this standard, and we can just get more homes like this in Canada.
Sorensen's just did a fabulous job.
We're so appreciative of the team that has worked with us on this. It's a pretty ambitious project, I think.
All around, this is just such an incredible home to be a part of and finish.